Amma sat on the soft couch, her legs tucked underneath her, watching the rain tap lightly against the window. The air inside the house felt warm, but a strange quietness made her feel a little lonely. Her mom was on a phone call, speaking in a voice that was serious and a little tired. Her dad, sitting in the chair across from her, was typing away on his laptop, his face focused and busy. Amma and her older brother, Kwame, often spent afternoons like this, playing games or reading books while their parents worked. Amma usually liked this peaceful time, but today she felt restless. The toys seemed boring, and the books weren't as fun as usual. She glanced at Kwame, who was flipping through TV channels. "Kwame," Amma said, her voice a little hesitant. "What are you doing?" Kwame, who was a year older and always the more adventurous one, leaned forward, his eyes bright with excitement. "Amma, look at this. I found something on TV. Come see." Amma scrambled to her feet and went over to him. On the screen was a strange video, something different from their usual cartoons or shows. The people looked older and were acting in ways that didn't make sense to her. She squinted at the screen, her heart starting to race. "What is this, Kwame?" she asked quietly, her voice filled with confusion. Kwame didn't seem worried at all. "I don't know, but it's probably something for adults. Let's watch it." Amma hesitated. The video felt wrong somehow, but Kwame was already glued to the screen. Shifting uncomfortably, she decided to stay and watch, her curiosity getting the best of her. As the video continued, the people on the screen did things Amma couldn't understand. She didn't know the words for what they were doing, but her stomach twisted. The sounds from the TV were strange and made her feel uneasy in a way she couldn't explain. She looked at Kwame, who seemed absorbed. "Why are they acting like that?" she thought. Her parents always told her that some things were only for grown-ups. Was this one of those things? Kwame turned to her with an excited smile. "I think it's just something adults do. It doesn't look bad. We should try it too." Amma's eyes widened. "What do you mean, try it?" she asked, her voice barely above a whisper. Kwame, as confident as ever, said, "I think it's something we're supposed to do. Let's try it like they did." A knot tightened in Amma's stomach, but she didn't want to seem scared. "Okay," she said hesitantly, but only for a little while. They went into the bedroom and tried to mimic what they had seen in the video. But as soon as Amma attempted it, she felt an uncomfortable pain. It wasn't like their usual games or fun activities. Felt wrong. "Ow!" Amma cried, stopping immediately. Tears welled in her eyes. "Kwame, this hurts," she whispered, her voice trembling. "Why does it hurt?" Kwame looked at her, confused. "I don't know, Amma. Maybe we weren't supposed to do it like they did in the video. It's okay. We can stop." Relieved, Amma curled up into a ball on the bed, her heart pounding. She didn't understand what had happened, but she knew one thing for sure. She didn't want to do it again. The next day, Amma couldn't stop thinking about what had happened. Every time she thought about it, her chest tightened. She wanted to talk to someone, but who? Her mom was always busy with work, and every time Amma tried to get her attention, her mom would say, "Not now, Amma. Mommy's working." Amma felt alone. She didn't want to bother her mom again, but the worry inside her was growing. She wished she could tell someone, but she didn't know how. What if no one understood? What if they were angry with her for watching the video? That night, Amma tossed and turned in bed, unable to sleep. The thoughts weighed heavily on her, making her feel even more confused and upset. The next morning, Auntie Acua, their neighbor, knocked on the door. Acua was always kind and loved to chat with Amma and Kwame. She had a gentle, reassuring way about her that made Amma feel safe. Amma was sitting on the couch, staring at her hands, when Acua came over and sat next to her. "What's on your mind, sweetheart?" she asked softly. Amma hesitated but felt a wave of relief. She needed to talk. "Auntie Acua," Amma began, "I saw something on TV yesterday with Kwame. We didn't understand it, and it made me feel funny. We tried it, and it hurt. I don't know if it was bad, but it felt wrong." Acua listened carefully, her face full of understanding. "Amma, I'm so glad you told me. You did the right thing by coming to me. What you saw wasn't something meant for children. Sometimes people make videos that are confusing and not okay for kids to watch or do. You should never try something that makes you feel uncomfortable. Amma's heart fluttered with a mix of confusion and relief. Why did it hurt, Auntie? Why don't I understand it? Aqua smiled gently, brushing a lock of hair from Amma's face. Sweetheart, it's normal to be curious. Your body is still growing, and there are things that only adults do. You don't need to understand everything right now. What's important is that you never try anything that makes you feel bad. Your body is your own, and it's important to keep it safe. Amma felt a sense of peace wash over her. Though she didn't fully understand everything Aqua said, she didn't feel so alone anymore. Later that afternoon, Aqua spoke to Amma's mom and explained what had happened. Amma's mom listened carefully and decided to sit down with Amma and Kwame for a conversation. Amma, her mom began gently, I'm glad you spoke up. It's so important to talk about things that make us feel confused or uncomfortable. What you saw was something meant for adults, and I'm sorry you had to see it. But I'm so proud of you for coming to me. Amma nodded, relieved her mom wasn't angry. I didn't like it, Mom. It hurt. Her mom hugged her tightly. I'm so sorry, darling. You're right. There are things that are just for grown-ups and you're not ready for them. You should never do anything that feels wrong to you. And remember, you can always come to me with anything, anytime. Kwame, who had been quiet, finally spoke up. I'm really sorry, Amma. I didn't think it would hurt you. I thought we were just playing. Amma smiled softly. It's okay, Kwame. I think we both learned something. Over time, their mom decided to take more breaks from work and spend time teaching Amma and Kwame about things they needed to know, like understanding their feelings and their bodies.